Alright, we are on lesson 23. Our objective says I will be able to solve two-step equations using inverse order of operations and the inverse order of operations. So that's actually two different things, but we'll get to that in just a second. Now, if an equation has two operations, we use inverse operations and work backward to undo each other, one at a time. So remember we talked about the order of operation was grouping, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. If we're solving an equation, we basically want to take that and work backwards. So start at the bottom. So A, M, E, G, AMEG. Whatever little thing you can come up, see if somebody can come up with something to help us remember that. A, M, E, G. We're working backwards to solve equations, okay? Now, first thing we need to talk about, and we've seen this before, is evaluating expressions using the order of operations. You know what? We've done this several times, so skip that. We've done that. You know how to do that. All you got to do is plug that in. Okay? Let's look at what we should be doing for today. This is solving these equations. So we're using the order of operations backwards. So first thing I need you to do, take that equation, blurry, take that equation, draw your line, split it down the middle. We're working backwards. A, M, E, G. We're getting rid of first addition and subtraction first. So I want to find my variable. That's what I'm trying to solve for. Trying to solve for that variable, I need to figure out what two operations are on the same side as the variable. Well, I've got x written right next to 4, that's multiplication, and then I've got addition. Which one of those am I going to get rid of first? If I'm working backwards, the first thing I get rid of is addition. To get rid of addition, I use subtraction, so subtract 5 on each side. Those will cancel out like we talked about before. I drop down that 4. I've got 4x equals 17 minus 5, which is 12. Divide each side by 4. That gives me x equals 3. It says to solve, then check your solution. To check the solution, plug this back into your original equation. So 4 times 3 plus 5 equals 17. This is my check. Is my answer right? Let's see. Use my order of operations here. Multiply first. 12 plus 5 equals 17. 17 equals 17. When you're solving equations, you're using the inverse order of operations. To check it, use your regular order of operations. All right, same thing on example 3 here. Draw an equation. Split it down the middle. Ooh, let's actually rewrite this. As negative 5m plus 6 is equal to 8. Remember I told you that I like to solve these with your equation over on the left side or the goon side. So what I'm going to do, I'm using the inverse order of operations here. AMEG. I see two operations here. Addition and multiplication. This written right next to this number written right next to this variable, that means multiplication. So the first thing I get rid of is addition. To get rid of addition, I use subtraction. So subtract 6. What's good for the goon is good for the goblin. So if I subtract 6 on this side, I've got to subtract 6 on that side. Those cancel. I drop down that negative 5m. I've got 8 minus 6, which is 2. To finish solving this, I need to divide each side by negative 5. Don't divide by 5, divide by negative 5. Those cancel. That gives me m equals 2 over negative 5. So m equals negative 2/5 or negative 4/10. So I've got m equals negative 2/5. I flipped it. And then I use my inverse order of operations. Is it solve and check? So let's check it. 8 equals negative 5 times 2/5, or negative 2/5, excuse me. Negative 2/5 plus 6. Those 5s are canceled. A negative times a negative gives me a positive, so that's 2 plus 6. 8 equals 8. All I did was plug my solution back into the original equation, and I got that the left side was equal to the right side, so I know that that is the correct solution. Now, let's apply this to a real-life situation. A gym charges $90 fee plus $30 per month. Another gym charges $1,500. How many years will it take for the first charges at the gym to reach $1,500? So what we want to know is how long will it take before this charge, this first gym, is equal to the second gym. So we've got gym 1, and here we've got gym 2. We want to know how many years will it take for the two to be equal. Well, gym 2 is $1,500, okay? Gym 1 charges $90 plus $30 per month. So $30 per month we could write as 30M. There's my equation. Split it down the middle. A-M-E-G. I use my order of operations backwards to solve this equation. Order of operations backwards. I see two operations. I see addition and I see multiplication. Okay? First thing I want to get rid of is this addition right here. To get rid of addition, I'll look at this. This is a positive 90. To get rid of a positive 90, I want to subtract 90 on each side. Those cancel. I've got 30M equals 1500 minus 90. If I subtract those two, I get 1410. I finish by dividing each side by 30. That gives me M equals 47. If I divide that out, I get 47. It says how many years will it take? It says how many years will it take for the charges of the first gem to equal the second gem. So what we saw is our answer is in months. Our answer is in months, so it would take 47 months. But it didn't ask us about months, it asked us about years. So to find out how many years that is, we have to divide this by 12 because there are 12 months in a year. So we solved for M, which was months, but it says how many years will it take for the charges at the first gem to equal the second gem. So to find the number of years, I divide 12 into 47. Alright, I could do that, or it says how many years. Well, that would go 3 times. Let's go ahead and divide this out, actually. So, it would be 3 years and 11 months, which is approximately 4 years. So, let's put approximately. You could put 3 years and 11 months, but 3 years and 11 months is approximately 4 years. That is all for that lesson.